This episode of Gamerheads is brought to you by Magic Mind, the healthy energy drink that will help you take your creativity to a new level.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Mega Cat Studios.
Hey, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite, Screen Snark, and the Fun and Games podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bunte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi everyone, Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hey, this is Brimstone, and you're listening to Roger Reichart on the Gamerheads Podcast.
And welcome to another episode of the Gamerheads Podcast. My name is Roger. Along with me are my good friends and co-hosts. I have the CEO and president of Gamerheads. We have Phil. Okay, that's you, Phil.
Oh, me? Yeah, that's right. President CEO.
Yeah,
I'm making sure that all of our tech stuff is working. They fired our tech design last week. I got pissed off at him.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He really dropped the ball.
Welcome. Wow. Like, I'm not going to drop the ball. Don't worry. I don't want to get fired from Gamerheads.
I believe in you not dropping the ball.
Okay. Well, welcome, Phil.
Thanks.
Of course, we also have our good friend and co-host, Mike.
Lives are meaningless.
What?
No, I mean, like, because all video games now, when you die, you just restart at your last checkpoint. So when was the last time you had a video game that actually had lives that you know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Mario.
No, actually, I was just playing Centipede the other day, and I died, and I had to start all over. So yeah, that one.
But
is
that's Centipede. That was like
meaning.
78.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. That is a good point. Touché.
So yeah, lives are meaningless.
Well, welcome, Mike. And then we also have a special guest. We have Jacob McCourt from the Crossplay Conversation podcast, the Cutscene podcast, Video Game Trivia podcast, Left Behind Club, and Gaming Brief. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh,
too many things.
You are a busy person.
I love this music.
Thank you, and I got my own music.
It's like Streets
I know
of Rage.
this is his music.
It's like Streets of Rage. That's what it sounds like.
Thank you. It's the theme for Video Game Trivia. Thank you for having me tonight. We're gonna have a good time. Lives are not meaningless. I'm putting my foot down.
I'd argue cutscenes are meaningless.
True. Got him. Got him.
Unskippable cutscenes.
Oh
man.
Well,
that's just brutal.
Well, welcome to the show, Jacob. Jacob, before we get into everything that we're going to be doing this today with the trivia, because you put out in the world, the internet world, saying, "Hey, if you want me on your podcast, I would love to do a trivia contest." And so I got to see you at PAX and do your magic, and I said, "Hey, do you want to come on the Gamerheads and do some?"
I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go!"
Yeah, you were like, "Let's do it." So I'm very excited for that. But before we get into all that, why don't you tell us about yourself? You have a lot of shows. You can talk about what you do on those shows, what those shows are about, and then, like, obviously you also host panels at PAX, so you should talk about that.
Yeah, so the very quick page about me is, hello, my name is Jacob. I do too many things. So the Left Behind Game Club is a video game book club podcast. We've been doing it for about 7 years. That's the show that I would say been doing for the longest. Cutscenes is a podcast about video game movies and TV that's seasonal. We just finished up this year, or actually in 2023, we did a Last of Us recap. This year, We're planning a small season about summer blockbusters in the world of video games. Stuff like Need for Speed, perhaps Rampage, things of the like. Just launched Crossplay Conversations, which is a topical video game show with friends Luke Lewis and Joseph Hooper. And then the thing that we're going to do a little bit tonight is Video Game Trivia, which is a fun and irreverent video game trivia game that, you know what, if you know a lot about video games, that might not help. So prepare yourself.
That's a hell of a lead.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that is. I will say, when I saw you at PAX, like, you have so much energy running that panel. Like, I don't know. And you need to be on your toes, because the panel throws a lot of funny things at you, and you are so good at just being on your toes. Can you talk a little bit about what that's like and what kind of prep goes into that?
Yeah. So I've been doing video game trivia somehow at 3 PAXs now, which is wild, because we were talking before the show about, like, you know, the evolution of our PAX journeys, and I'm someone who, like, was a fan of PAX panels 10 years ago when I was going to West, and then to, like, come and do the thing and do panels like this is just wild now. Yeah, like you said, I had a heckler at the show who was just like telling me I was wrong. So it's like managing the tech, managing the panel and their funny things, reading questions, and then managing hecklers. So truly, I think I told you, like, sometimes I black out for part of it, and it so far has gone okay. So hopefully we'll get to do it again at PAX East, which is somehow just like 8 weeks away now, or 9 weeks away. Yeah,
I know, that's crazy. I that is impressive that you run the tech and everything that goes along with it, because, like, to me, like, I do some facilitation for my job that I know is shocking. This is not my full-time job. And to run tech, to run tech and facilitate and to stink on your toes is not easy. So you were flawless. I mean, to see you in your element was pretty awesome. So
thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you. I get to keep doing it until they stop having me, until I say something controversial and they're like, hey, you trivia guy, get out of here.
Well, they might see you on the show and they're like, oh, you were on Gamerheads? Get out of here.
We'll say, like, you like Mario instead of Luigi? That's controversial. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, welcome to the show. I'm real excited to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Also, I'd like to welcome our patrons, Sarah, Jill, and Matt. Thank you so much for being our patrons. And you as well can join our Gamerhead Nations for as low as $3 a month. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/gamerheads. And I just delivered Sarah her Gamerheads t-shirt, and she was super excited because at $5 you can get a Gamerheads t-shirt. And she thought that was the coolest thing. I still have to get you the letterhead, Phil, because you need to send her a letter yet, and I need to send you that letterhead so you can write her a letter. She's actually really mad that she didn't get a letter yet. So
I'm practicing my writing.
I told her that's my fault. She said it better be personal and it better be good. And I said, well, I don't know if I can promise
guarantee
either
personal.
of those.
As in, she'll take it personal.
So I had to get you the letterhead, but she was really, like, I delivered the shirt today. It came in yesterday, and I said, here you go. And she was like, oh my gosh. And it looks really cool. So
did you take pictures?
Yeah, at $5. You can go to our website and see the shirts. They're right there.
I don't know how to get to websites, Roger.
Oh, okay. So anyway, all right. So before we get into the trivia, because, like, that's going to be the majority of this, and I'm excited for that, I do want to talk about games we're currently playing. And Jacob, since you're our guest, I'll let you start. What games are you currently playing?
I don't know about y'all, but I'm very much in 2023 cleanup mode. Just playing those games that I, were ones I love, I didn't get to finish, or stuff that, came through late in the year that I didn't get to finish. So I just finished both Resident Evil 4 for the first time through, as well as Jusant.
Oh, yeah. I have not played Jusant.
So I'm conflicted about Jusant, which is surprising because, like, I'm a big ass fan of things like Journey and Abzu. Like, those games are my ish.
Yeah.
And then the thing about Jusant is, like, the climbing is incredibly deliberate, right? So it's on Game Pass. So if you have an Xbox, the barrier to entry is very low if you're already paying for the service. The pacing is very deliberate. So you're going to know within 15 minutes if you like Jusant or not, because it like 90% of the gameplay is just right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm in a very, like, really deliberate pace. So it's not a game I can wholeheartedly recommend to everyone because that gameplay is for not for everybody. And the payoff is cool, but it's not worth going through, 5 to 6 hours of potentially not frustrating climbing, but, like, somewhat challenging climbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
I'm a gamer baby, right? So like,
Yeah.
you know, I think everything's hard. I think Resident Evil 4 was very hard, even on standard.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree. I mean, I'm not going to even play Resident Evil 4 because that's too scary.
Oh, I'm not going to get into it.
I know you keep saying.
this.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
not scary.
You guys.
It's not scary.
It's not scary.
Okay.
It's an action game.
All right, fine. I'll play.
No, you
I'll play. I will play it.
Won't.
I know I will. Not only will I play it, I'll play it in VR. How's that?
That's even worse. No, man, play the remake. Did you play the remake or the original?
I played the remake, which that's a good question. So I played Resident Evil 4 2023. And it's not scary. It's like there are no jump scares.
Right.
Obviously there are tense moments where you're going to be like crowded by groups of Las Plagas. And then, you know, the first one or two times that Las Plagas like morphs in a way that you're not expecting, it's going to be tense, but like there's no jump scares.
Okay.
You know everything that's about to jump on your face.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about the game? What was the game that you guys were trying to get me to play? That Mortuary's Assistant? Do you know anything about that game?
Mortuary's Assistant. It's a very fun and educational game, right, Jacob?
It's like Power Wash Simulator.
It's like a point and click thing, right? Sort of. Am I misremembering?
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I think you're I think you're misremembering. I think that is
oh
true.
No, that's not a point and click adventure game.
So was that the first time you played Resident Evil 4, or have you played it before?
No, so that's my second time playing it. I played it way back on the GameCube because, like, you know, I've been gaming my whole life. But I think that this one, I don't want to say it took the shine off Resident Evil 4, but like RE4 back in the day was like, if I look back, probably a top 20 game of all time for me. And like RE4 Remake is very, very good. Definitely one of my top games of 2023. But it's one that like, and maybe I'm the only person who feels this way, the pacing's incredible. But like playing it now in 2023 sort of took the shine off a little bit. Yeah. Where I'm just like, oh, this is just a very good action game.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike, you played both. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I knew exactly. It's remakey enough that it gets rid of the things that you didn't, that were fluff in the original Resident Evil 4, and still kept it exciting. But it's not like this is like the most incredible thing I've ever played. Like that newness kind of wore off. So yeah. It's like watching a remake of a movie. It's still good, but it's not as good as the original.
Yeah. Anything else you're playing, Jacob?
No, beyond that, I think what I'm trying to get through now is Gumbrella, the latest game from Doinksoft. If you guys played that one,
played the demo.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I like Doinksoft can do no wrong. Gato Robato's a great game, and Gumbrella's good. The locomotion on like when you deploy your Gumbrella and you can float horizontally or vertically, diagonally towards enemies, blocking things, like fantastic. Surprising amount of story in it. It's just a game that like is maybe hard to keep my attention. Like I keep picking it up and letting it go and picking it up, but I'm determined to get through it. Because really, like I think after that, I might take a little gaming break before we get Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because a lot of gaming in the last couple months, and your boy maybe wants to read a book.
Why read a book when you can play video games, though, Jacob?
And read
some people at the same time.
Interactive books, right?
I feel bad because my daughter is an avid reader. She is so good at reading, and she's writing. She's like working on her own book. She's 13. And then there's me, who hasn't picked up a book in, I don't know, since I graduated from college, so like 20 some years, and I feel bad. But kudos to her. I should read more. That is a goal I should put down for 2024. Well, thank you, Jacob. Mike, what are you playing?
So aside from playing the usual stuff, I played Super Hot VR. Did I talk about that last week?
Ooh.
No, yeah, I played Super Hot VR, and that game was a lot of fun. It has a bit of a learning curve because I'm just like, I was like planning on just going in guns blazing, but then you like have to move in slow motion in order like to, And then it hit me like that feeling, like, and people say, oh, it's like being in a Matrix movie. Like, I see it now. Like, once it finally clicked for me how to play the game, it was fun. Like, I even remember there was an achievement I got for it because I didn't even realize somebody was behind me, and I picked up an ashtray and I just threw it behind me and it hit the guy and killed him. I'm like, man, that's so cool. And there were some really cool like shots that I got off that took people out. You know, it was just it's definitely a lot of fun. So played that. I played some more of that real VR fishing. It's still I'm enjoying it. Figured out how to add some of the fish to my aquarium, so I would just sit there and just stare, look at the fish swimming around. So I caught some more fish. I mean, it's a fishing game and it's in VR, so that's what you get, what you paid for. So other than that, I continued my trek in Rise of the Tomb Raider, and and then, like I said, I'm loving it. It's so the acting is so good. The story is so cool. I really enjoying the story. And one thing I'd really like about this game that I don't see on many of these action adventure games is I bought the DLC because the DLC, like the season pass or whatever it was, because it was on sale for like $5 or something like that. Most games, it's like, oh, you finally finished the game. Here's an extra chapter. Here's the DLC that you can do. Yeah. And by the time, like, you know what, I just put 10, 15 hours into this. I don't know if I want to continue with all this extra stuff. So that's what I really liked about this is they actually incorporate the DLC chapters into the game. So one of the big things that I've heard people talk about with this Rise of the Tomb Raider is the Baba Yaga story. And that is that's part of the DLC. And it's an optional quest that you can do in the game. And I think I spent maybe like 3 hours, 2 hours. And it was so good. It takes, the whole supernatural aspect of these Indiana Jones, Uncharted, Tomb Raider type situations. So they put a lot of supernatural stuff and scary stuff into it. But then at the same time, it also does the whole logical, archaeology stuff at the same time. So very well done story. Cool. I really enjoyed the Baba Yaga stuff. So I'm playing that, and I think I'm only about like a third of the way into the story. So it's definitely a very meaty. But I'm also, being very OCD and trying to grab everything that I can find, to level up and get try to get everything. So, but yeah,
that game's got a good bow.
Oh yeah, I like.
Game does have a sweet bow.
Oh yeah, the bow is awesome, especially when I make those poison cloud arrows that make people shoot each other. That one's the best. So
I still need to play Shadow.
You need to play what?
I need to play Shadow still.
Oh okay.
Shadow the Tomb Raider, which is the third. So I played the first two, and someday
I think it's on sale right now on Xbox. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remakes are coming out, or is it remakes?
It's coming out.
Are they remakes or
remaster?
Just...
I think they're remasters.
Remastered.
Shiny coat of paint.
That's coming up here. Yeah, what?
That's this month.
Yeah, certain items.
Is it this month?
It comes out on Valentine's. I think it comes out on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a remaster. Things that were originally very pointy are a little more rounded. And by that I mean like the boulders
and the ledges,
stalagmites, stalactites, right?
Yes. Yeah. Very cool. Anything else, Mike?
No, that's it.
We didn't get to play any mini golf this week.
No, we didn't. I had to go into the office all this week, so I was waking up an hour earlier. So, but hey, I'm going to be snowed in for the weekend, so I'll be able to.
That's true.
Play some more.
Me too. Very cool. Phil, what have you been playing?
I put a lot more time into Alan Wake 2, of course, because I'm not done with it yet, but I think I might have hit a game-breaking bug probably about an hour before we started recording this, and I'm kind of pissed off. Talked to a character that was supposed to give me a key. Character did not give me the key. The character is no longer there. I now have no way to progress any further.
Oh no! Do you have a save that you can?
It's
go
gonna
back
be
to,
quite
or
a
no?
few hours before where I am right now, because right now I'm at about the 19-minute
no.
mark, and I just keep doing quick save, because man, this game is really nice. It's super well
no.
polished. There's not going to be any game-breaking bugs in it. Turns out I'm stupid. So I don't know. I'll have to reinvestigate to see if I do have a save that's yes, Mike.
Is it a key to a lighthouse?
No.
Okay. I'm trying to Google it for you.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah,
I know. I looked into it too.
He's trying to problem solve for you. Yeah.
No, it's a key to a room in a nursing home, and I'm not making any of that up. And I can't say anything else about it, otherwise I start spoiling things.
Yeah.
That one compared to RE4 that's a scarier game. So if Roger's like no to RE4, then he's
Roger's not
Alan
touching Alan Wake 2.
Right?
No, I'm not. Yeah, there's no way I'm touching
I see
Alan
almost
Wake
each
2.
and every
There's no
jump
way.
scare in that game happening, and it still gets me each and every time where I just drop, shit, and just kind of jump backwards a little bit. Like, it happens at least every 10 minutes, and I know it's going to happen every 10 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm not playing that game.
Outside of that,
That's disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that it happened on the PlayStation 5 and they patched it, and people that said that they had it patched, like the key just ended up showing up in their inventory after the patch happened, but that was back at the beginning of December, so you would think the same patch would have hit the Xbox by now. And maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll work my way back up to it and through it. Yeah,
Phil, I just sent a message in our chat. I don't know. This is what somebody recommended. I don't know if it's the same thing, so take a look at it and let me know. I'm not saying it out loud because it might be spoilery.
Right. I'll go ahead and read that in a minute. I'm not reading that here.
Yeah,
obviously.
no, don't worry. We'll talk about it. We'll do it in post.
Outside of that, I put about 2 hours into a game called A Short Hike, just because it was on Game Pass, and again was trying to branch out. I haven't played all that much MLB The Show this week. In fact, I probably only played about 2 hours worth of the show, which is about as much time as I spent with A Short Hike, which has so far been really, really cool and makes you think. And it's very explory, and you get golden feathers and some shells, and you trade items and goods because you're basically a crow, and they like shiny things.
They do.
Yeah. That is a good game. I like that game.
Love the traversal in it. It's great.
Yeah. So it plays really, really smooth. Like, the controls are spot on. The soundtrack's really dope too. I like the fact there's no real direction except for climb up this mountain and see if you can't get there. Okay. So then I started climbing.
Yeah.
But that's about all I've played this week.
Cool. So for myself, I've been continuing with Octopath Traveler 2. So I picked up 2 new members of my group. So I have Particio now. And he's now made into my group. So like you can still only have 4 members of your party at the same time. So he's part of the group, and I picked up I can't think of her name right now, the dancer, but I can't think of her name, but she's also part of the group. And so now I have 5 characters, so I only need 3 more. And then I have to progress to chapter 2 for their stories. Although I did Throne's chapter 2 story because that's the same town as Particio's story, or his first chapter.
Ratio?
And it was like, what?
Nothing.
Oh. And her chapter 2 story was super easy. Like it said, you have to be level like 7, and I was way over that, but I was like, okay. But there was no boss battle or anything. I'm not gonna spoil it because if people want to play it. But I was a little shocked that there was no boss battle. It was a little different. It was cool. It was a cool moment. I don't know, Jacob, have you played Octopath Traveler 2?
No, I think for me, like there are like 2 big RPGs this yearish. I know with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had the big DLC that came out this year, and I'm very curious about that series. And then same with Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. It's a big commitment, man. Like isn't that at least a 40-hour game?
Yeah, like I think Phil, you said like you saw
60 was a quick
60
internet
hours.
search, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I would say this, if you're gonna play one of the 2, Jacob, start with the second one. Don't go to the first one.
Okay.
You don't have to play the first one. But the first one is super grindy. And the other thing that people complained, and at the time I was like, it's not that big of a deal. Like none of the characters really interacted with each other, which is kind of weird, but I was like, yeah, whatever. But in this one, like they interact with each other, and it's much more, I don't know, there's something special about that.
Mhm.
and it did add a lot. And the stories the stories in the first one are good too, but this one feels like it's better written.
One is only available on Switch, right? And 2 is on everything.
So I think 1 is now available on PC, maybe on PlayStation as well. I'm not 100% sure about that. I think it's on PC though. And then 2 is on everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then I started getting back into Hades.
Oh, nice.
Because so my kids are really, especially my daughter, but I guess my son is too. They're really into the Percy Jackson series. So they read the books, and then they watched the 2 movies, which were not great. I'm going to say that they're not great. But now Disney Plus decided to do a Percy Jackson series, and it sounds like I didn't watch it, but my daughter was saying it looks like it's taking a chapter from each, like from the first book, and it's going every episode is a chapter from the book, which is good because it could be a very long series, right?
Adam
so
Copeland
my daughter's
from The Wrestling is in that, right?
Who?
Adam Copeland, like Edge. Adam Copeland plays like a pivotal character in the Disney Plus show.
He might be.
Yeah.
There's a couple people in there that my daughter's like, oh, look at, and I was like, wow, I didn't. Yeah, he very well. I didn't. I should watch the series because like my kids like it, and normally I watch the same show. Like I watch shows with them, right? But this one I was like, I don't know. I've listened to the audiobooks when like we're on long trips, and I mean, they're not really for me. They're just not. Like they're written for kids, right? And I don't know. But my daughter's really into the mythology, and so then I was like, oh, well, I should show you Hades. And she was like, whoa, this game is amazing. And I was like, yeah, it is pretty cool. So yeah, I've been playing some, I just been playing, I was just laughing at your message there, Phil. I've been playing a lot of Hades, lately. And then it was my son's birthday this week. He turned 9. And one of his things that he wanted to do was play games with me. So he wanted to play some, so we played the Lego Skywalker Saga.
What did you think of that?
So we only played like the first episode so far, the first 2 episodes or so. I like it. I mean, it's different than the Star Wars, like the other Star Wars games. I think I like the perspective, and I feel like it has a little bit, it's easier to play 2 players. Because it does a split screen versus like everybody on the same screen at the same time. Like I think the original Star Wars games, right? You couldn't go past, right? I think you both are on the screen at the same time. I don't think this.
If I remember right, yeah.
And then it wasn't over the shoulder either. It was like side scrolly. The difference is like.
No, I think it was kind of isometric in the first ones.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Maybe. Obviously, in the first games, there was not much talking. It's all like goofy stuff, and this is very much story driven. I don't know. We like it. I will say this: that he would want to play Marvel Superheroes 2, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. So I was like, okay, and I couldn't play that game. It's just the controls are wonky. It just doesn't feel as good. I mean, it's interesting though, because again, in that there's a lot of talking, and it's King the Conqueror coming in, and then all the superheroes are fighting against him. But it's telling a story, unlike, the Lego games that I'm used to, where there's, the story's going on, but there's no talking. They're just like,
yep.
I will say, like, night and day compared to Marvel Superheroes 2 versus the new Star Wars Lego game.
Yep.
Control wise, it's way better.
That Marvel game's a little bit older, isn't it? Like, isn't that like Wii U era Marvel games?
Yeah. And I think I picked it up, like, it was on sale for like $4.
Those games are on sale
like
all
that,
the time for like $4. Like
Yeah,
Lego games
they really are
cheap if you feel like playing them.
Even the Skywalker Saga, I think I got that for like $12, and that just came out last year.
It's on Game Pass too, I believe.
Oh, is it
I
really?
think so it was. I know.
Yeah. Oh, I think you're right. So yeah. So Yeah, the Marvel, and also I was told that the first one is better than the second one too, the Marvel superhero Legos one. But it just like there was moments where Captain America had to throw his shield and hit these different spots, and it wasn't really obvious of what you're supposed to do. And just the aiming is just awful. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, I remember them not necessarily locking on when you were trying to lock the shield onto multiple targets.
Yeah.
Like it just wouldn't do it.
Yes. Yeah. It just feels. It doesn't feel as good, right? It's not as polished as like the Skywalker game. So, did you play the Skywalker game?
Yeah, it annoyed the hell out of me.
Really?
Yeah, I found it to be very mindless and meaningless, and just filled with just a lot of empty void space, in my opinion. Rachel and I probably put like 5-6 hours into it because she really likes the Lego games, and even she couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it just didn't, when we were in a level, it was cool, but the rest of the time was just mindless exploration with not a ton there, in my opinion.
Yeah, see, we only did the first, we only got to Tatooine. Like, that's as far as we got. And then we haven't really played past that yet. But I can see that. And also, like, I don't know. Like, I get it, but some of the voice acting is just not as good. I mean, it's just not, it's not Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's not Alec Guinness, right? Like, it's just not as good. So, yeah. So those are the games I've been playing.
Are your kids chomping at the bit to play that Lego Fortnite at the moment?
My son is. He's like, Dad, Lego Fortnite, let's play it. And I tell him that I don't have that.
You lie to him? Roger.
He doesn't listen to this podcast. Yeah, I do. Okay. Because
I'm sending this to your son.
You're gonna send this to my son.
Yeah.
Listen to this episode at the 30-minute mark.
A transcript
Listen to
of
the
it
episode.
Not even in video or audio form. I am hand mailing a transcript of it to your son so he can read and find out that his dad is full of poop.
Well, there's reasons I don't want him playing Fortnite.
Well, I was going to send him over to Mike's house to play it instead.
Bring him over.
There's just, I don't know. He's 9. I just don't know if he's, I don't know. And not, I mean, I think like I'm less worried about him playing Fortnite than like Rocket League, because I have seen more toxicity, because you can see a lot more of that. Although you can filter that out too, I guess. But I don't know. There's just something about, I know it's all like fake violence, but I don't know. I don't know. And also then it's just another game, like game of service, that he's going to want me to spend money on. And I'm going to be like, fair. No.
Yep.
So he does want to play it. Yes. I just
sent your wife a message on Facebook Messenger telling her to let Oliver know.
Podcast at this timestamp.
Hey, listeners, and Mike and Phil, tell me if this sounds familiar to you. To get me going in the morning, I start with a large mug of coffee, and by mid-afternoon, I start feeling sluggish. So I go to the coffee shop, and guess what I do?
Get coffee?
You buy more coffee.
That's right. I buy more coffee. And at night, I have a hard time sleeping because it keeps me up all night. The caffeine does, and I'm super tired the following day. And guess what? I do it all over again. It becomes a vicious cycle over and over and over again. And I wasn't getting much sleep. I was losing productivity and creativity, and I knew this wasn't healthy. Phil, I know we talked about this. Mike, does that sound familiar to you as well?
Absolutely. There's only so much coffee I can handle, and by the end of the day, I am angry. I'm yelling at my clients. I'm yelling at my family. It's just it's a vicious cycle, like you said.
Wow. Well, Mike, I think you'd be happy to hear that I discovered a product called Magic Mind, a healthy energy drink that helps me break that vicious cycle. And with this one little shot, it actually greatly improves my mornings. I take it in the morning, and I feel energized throughout the whole day. And the best part, I don't have the crashes in the afternoon, and I feel energized throughout the whole day. And I'm not crabby. Mike, I'm not crabby or upset. And yeah, it makes me really happy.
Roger, can I just say that it's very obvious when you have not drank your magic mind?
That's true. There was like a week where like I ran out and we were recording and you said, did you not take your magic mind today?
It's doing wonders for you, man.
Yeah. But with me, and I'm sure both of you as well, my days are really long and it does require a lot of focus and creativity. I'm in all day meetings and creating learnings at my day job as an instructional designer. And then I'm writing reviews and producing Gamerheads. And at the end of the day, I did feel burned out and I lacked creativity and I lacked focus. But once I started taking Magic Mind, I did feel a change. Like I said to you guys a couple weeks ago, it just makes me feel so much better. I have my creative juices flowing. It allows me to think differently about the learnings I'm building and develop fun and clever solutions. I can actually focus in meetings, especially in the afternoon where I started struggling the most. And when I get home, I feel energized and excited to put my talents into writing and producing the Gamerheads podcast. I don't feel burnt out like I did before, and I'm getting plenty of rest and at night, and I'm not taking a lot of caffeine in the afternoon. And I feel way better in the morning and happier out through the day. And the best part is, and the reason it is because of Magic Mind, and that's why I love Magic Mind. Probably like you guys, I've tried other energy drinks. Most of them left a sour taste in my mouth or gave me an upset stomach. Plus, yeah, exactly. Plus, Phil, we talked about this. You only know some of what goes into those energy drinks. You don't know what's made in those things. But with Magic Mind, not only does it taste great, but it doesn't leave me with an upset stomach. And it's made with all natural ingredients sourced from the best suppliers with no sugar added. And it's nut free and vegan too.
Where do I possibly get this Magic Mind? Because I'm currently taking a green drink and I'm not sure if I'm getting the results that I want. So where could I acquire some Magic Mind?
Yeah, good question. So Magic Mind is actually launching. Is actually launching in Sprouts Farmers Markets at the beginning of January. So you can try a few bottles from the store first before committing to a subscription. And fantastic news to start off your New Year's right. For the whole month of January, the good people at Magic Mind are here to help you gear up to crush your 2024 New Year's resolutions fully focused. You'll get 1 month for free when you're subscribing for 3 months at magicmind.com/Jan, Jan, Gamerheads. And using the code Gamerheads20, you'll get an extra 20% off, which gets you a total of 75% off. This lasts only until the end of January, so hurry before it goes away. So again, it's magicmind.com/Jan Gamerheads. That's JAN Gamerheads with the discount code of Gamerheads20. The next segment before we get into trivia is a new segment we're going to try. And this is where we're going to do some kind of like Gamerheads Game Club. So Phil, one of the gripes that you had from 2023 was, I don't like Tales from the East.
I didn't say it like that. There was a lot more F words.
You said, yes, exactly. So we decided, since you write our checks, that we probably should be nicer to you. And so we thought that maybe we would have one of your other goals in 2024 is to play more indie games. So we thought maybe we can Mike will pick an indie game. I will pick an indie game. You have to decide which game you want to go with. And then we'll play that game and talk about it in bonus episodes. So I think Mike and I decided through a game of rock, paper, scissors that I would go first.
Did you guys actually play rock, paper, scissors?
My game.
Damn
No.
More lying from you, Roger. Your resolution should be to tell the truth more.
You're lying to your kids. You're lying to your friends. What's the deal?
I know. Where is this coming? I don't know what
is your end game here besides to lie to everybody you possibly can?
Life. There's what does you say?
Life is meaningless.
Lives are meaningless.
So are lies, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
So Mike, are we saying that? Are we just going to read the description and then the title?
Yeah, sure.
What was our plan?
You know what? I'll tell you what, Roger. You can sell this game however you want. It doesn't matter because Phil's going to pick my game anyways.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, here we go. This game is a gothic roguelike turn-based RPG about the psychological stresses of adventuring. Recruit, train, and lead a team of flawed heroes against unimaginable horrors, stress, disease, and the ever-encroaching dark. Can you keep your heroes together when all hope is lost?
Probably not.
The game is called Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, I've actually heard good things about that.
So that's my pick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Phil, I apologize for the last
Paint me a
45
Rembrandt.
seconds that you just heard.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
I believe that more than anything Roger said all night.
Because, brother, have I got the palate cleanser for you?
Yeah.
Well, you said you wanted to play different genres of games. So have I got the different genre that you will enjoy for your very first inaugural game for the game thing that we're doing? All right. Welcome to New World, a remote island inhabited by strange creatures you've only dreamed of, nightmares you hopefully haven't, and a cast of brave folks who use cassette tapes to transform for battle. To find a way home, you'll need to explore every inch of the island and record monsters to your trusty cassette tapes to gain their abilities. Transform into monsters using retro cassette tapes? Faced with the
not
new
the modern
constant
cassette tapes?
No, not those modern garbage cassette tapes. Retro cassette tapes. The purple and
Is it
yellow
the RCA ones?
I was about to say the yellow, pink, and blue ones that were see-through.
Yes,
the
the
yellow,
pink, and blue one. You have to use the pencil to rewind.
Those are cool those are cool.
Faced with the constant threat of monster attacks, the residents of New Harborton, New World, choose to fight fire with fire, record a monster to tape, then play it back to take on its form for battle. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Fuse monster forms. Getting close to your companion has benefits. While transformed, you can combine your strengths to gain the upper hand in battle. Any two monster forms can be fused to produce unique, fully animated new fusion forms. Travel along a diverse cast of human companions, master a deep battle system, take advantage of blah, blah, blah. The game is called Cassette Beasts, and it's also on Game Pass.
And Darkest Dungeon is also on
Game Pass. But Cassette Beasts is more on Game Pass than Darkest Dungeon.
But Darkest Dungeon was on Game Pass before Cassette Beasts, so...
Yeah, but Cassette Beast is newer, which means it's automatically
Wait. Would it help if I read it like this? Darkest Dungeon is a challenge.
I just have PHJ flashbacks.
No, that's a no.
Would it help if I just didn't say anything else?
So here's what I...
If you can't tell, we're fighting for your approval here.
It's kind of messed up, man.
We
Nobody
got $10
fights for
on
anything
this.
for me. Really?
Yeah, we do.
Well, here's what I appreciate is that you guys both decided to pick out that I let Mike slide lies. His are innocent lies. His don't hurt anybody. You guys are both attempting to get me to play an RPG, so I see where this is going already early in this new year, is that Phil needs to play more RPGs, which is great. Thanks, guys. That's wonderful. But I feel like I got to give the nod to Cassette Beasts.
Oh, come on!
And now I am going to retire as the undefeated game champion.
All right, so Cassette Beasts is the game that we'll be playing. And we'll have to talk about like how we're going to break this up, but we'll do some bonus episodes that you can listen to probably through our Patreon first, at least, and then probably live after that. But yes, we'll play Cassette Beasts as a group. So, Jacob, you're welcome to play the game. Have you played the game, Jacob?
No, I haven't. No, the thing I was doing while you guys were talking about it was I'm like, how long are both these games? Cassette Beasts is like a 20-hour game. Darkest Dungeon is like a 60-hour video game.
Ooh.
So enjoy, guys.
Yeah. Well, we probably picked the right one then.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
But no, Cassette Beasts looks dope.
Yeah, it does look really good.
Mhm.
I've not played. Have you played Darkest Jungle? Darkest Jungle.
That's a different game.
Darkest
I had to play that
Dungeon?
for Tales from
Yeah,
the Shop.
That was Green Hell, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was Green Hell. Yeah, there's a Green Hell VR by the way.
Of course there is.
Did you play Darkest Dungeon at all, Jacob? Have you played that?
No, and when you were reading the description, I was like, is that Sultan Sanctuary or is that Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah.
But I've not played it. It looks cool though. It just again, there are too many video games, guys.
Yeah.
Here's what I want in 2024: less video games.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
Mike tried calling for a
actually,
pause
they
on
came
the
up with
creation of video games like a few months ago when the entire Unity thing was going down. Mike's like, cool, nobody's going to make games
Yeah.
anymore. We can all play catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, Mike's big thing, and I don't disagree with him, is don't announce a game unless it's going to come out in the next 12 months. Like, stop announcing games, and then it's 3 years later, like, hey, here's the game, and you're like, I don't remember that.
Silk
game
Song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil
Beyond
2.
Prime 4.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
14 years.
Yeah, that's probably the most egregious one, but okay, cool. Well, Jacob, this is the moment that everybody's been waiting for. This is the moment that determines who is going to be the CEO and president of Gamerheads. No, just
What?
kidding.
Oh,
Bill, you're
come
stupid.
on.
Why did that just get... Oh, I see what's happening here.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I am so terrible at this. Okay, ready? Maybe it's not. Oh, see,
It's okay.
This is the fun. It's a fun thing. This is the fun thing about. Hold on, let's try it again. It's a fun thing about this live stream service is that it's like, no, you want me to play that music? I'm not going to play that music.
I feel like when you say it's the fun thing, Roger, that's line number 3 on the night at least.
Yeah, that's yeah, very true. Yeah,
We can imagine the music.
yeah. I'll put it in post. So. I'm so excited too because like he gave me this music. We got to hear it once. So yes, video game trivia.
Can't wait till the music kicks in
Jacob
halfway
McCourt.
through the first
Yeah, I
question.
know,
Yeah,
right?
I know. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where the hell are the fireworks at? I was
exactly.
promised fireworks.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All right. So Jacob, do you want to give a rundown of how this is going to work?
I would love to. So
Yeah.
here are the rules of mini video game trivia. Typically we do like 6 or 7 rounds, but we're going to do a 3+ bonus round today. So essentially the way video game trivia is played, 3 rounds plus a bonus round. For most of the categories, you'll say your name to buzz in unless I say otherwise. So let's start with Mike. How would you buzz in?
Mike.
Roger?
Roger.
Phil?
Mike.
Everybody always does it. Everybody always
Well,
does
my
it.
thought was I was going to get Mike to have to answer the question that he didn't know the answer to if I said his name. It would really throw everything off.
Oh man, that would be
Yeah.
tough.
So you'll say your name to buzz in. Point values go up
Okay.
as we go. The third round will require a piece of paper and pen, or a whiteboard, or even a phone or a tablet. You guys have got it. You're pros. And just remember, y'all, have fun. I'll keep the score, and if people say answers in the chat, I'll interact with them while you're watching live on Twitch.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
So here
All
is
right.
the first game. It is called the Hit List. And in the Hit List, I'm going to give you one question that has multiple possible answers. So what I'm going to do is I'll read the question once, and whoever buzzes in first will get to answer first. We will go between the 3 of you one by one until each of you gets it wrong 3 times. So imagine there's 10 answers. We'll go until everyone has 3 strikes, or until y'all have gotten all of the answers. You'll get 1 point per correct answer.
Okay.
All right. Are
All
y'all
right.
ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So today's question for the hit list has 63 possible answers.
Oh my goodness.
We're trying to give you big points for the end of the game here today. So here is the question. I know that we are in 2024, but I'd love to spend a minute truly sending off the best games of 2023. Can you name all 63 2023 games that received a nomination at the Game Awards? One rule, we're excluding esports categories and the most anticipated games category. So
Roger.
Okay, Roger, you're up first. So let me flip here to my little game that I have here. Go ahead and give me the first game that you'd like to put on your list.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a correct answer. So that's 1 point for you.
Yes,
who wants to
I
go
win.
next? Phil or Mike?
Phil?
You can go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, look how
Phil, you
nice
go
we
ahead.
are.
You go first.
I'm going to take Alan Wake.
Alan Wake 2 is a correct answer. Mike?
Let's go with Mario Wonder.
Mario Wonder is a correct answer. Back to you, Roger.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is a correct answer. Phil?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a correct answer. Mike, over to you.
Let's go Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Resident Evil 4 Remake is a correct answer. Back to you, Roger.
La, 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 la.
63.
This is hard when you're under pressure. Yeah, I know. It's 63. This doesn't seem that hard, right? But oh my God, how come I can't think of anything?
All right, I'm going to count you down here.
I can't think of anything right now. Sorry.
I'll give you 5 seconds. 5
seconds.
4.
Octopath Traveler 2, I know it's not, but I'm going to say
Octopath Traveler 2 is not on the list. So your first strike is
a
up.
tragedy. Yeah.
Phil.
Forza.
Forza Motorsport is a correct answer. Mike.
Let's go Mortal Kombat 1.
Mortal Kombat 1 is a correct answer. Roger, back to you. 1 strike.
Street Fighter 6?
Street Fighter 6 is a correct answer.
Yeah.
Back to you, Phil.
Genshin Impact?
Genshin Impact is a correct answer.
Oh my God. What was that for?
Best that game as a service or whatever.
Game.
Yeah.
Ongoing game. Yeah.
Mike.
Oh boy. Now I'm drawing a blank.
It's hard.
Yeah, let's see. Was there a Kirby game? Kirby's Return to Dreamland? No. Nope, that would have been last year. I got nothing.
Yep. Kirby is not. So Kirby, that game came out in February, but was not nominated for a Game Award. So that'll be your first strike. Roger, over to you.
Was Fortnite on that list?
Fortnite was absolutely on that list. So that's
was
a
it
point
really?
for you.
Damn it.
Yep. Phil.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush, absolutely on the list. Mike.
Was Multiverses on the list?
Multiverses was not on the list.
Oh man, I'm already on that.
So that will be that might have been on the list in 2022.
Oh geez.
That's your second strike, Mike. Roger.
Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver is on the list. Phil.
Dredge.
Dredge is on the list.
Good answer. Good
Mike,
answer.
if you get this incorrect, you are out.
I don't know, Madden.
Mike, this isn't the top 10 Dan. The sales chart.
Madden is not on the list. So Mike, unfortunately, you are out with 3 points total. Roger.
I'm going to say Cocoon.
Cocoon is on the list. Phil.
Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14 is on the list. Roger.
Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy 16 is on the list.
Come on, you pile of garbage, Roger. Stealing my shit and just piggybacking off of it.
Phil, back to you.
Don't have one. Not a single one.
Come on. You've got him. You've got him.
I want to say God of War was there, but I know that was last year, and I know that they just announced the expansion for this, so that doesn't count. I really don't think I have one.
All right, I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's go with MLB The
1.
Show for best sports game.
MLB The Show is unfortunately not on the list.
Telling me
so
it's
that's your first strike. You still got 2 more. Roger, back to you.
Now I am drawing up a blank. Was Silk Song on this list anywhere as like most anticipated? Wasn't there most anticipated game or something?
I'll give you this only because that is excluded from this list. So most anticipated as a category is excluded. So I'll let you guess again.
Okay. Sorry, I have a crying kid in the background. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I have a crying kid in the background.
Stop stalling.
I know. I can't think of anything.
All right, I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
All right, that's your second strike, Roger.
All right.
No, back to you. Do you have any guesses?
No, I don't. I've got nothing. You can just strike me out. I'm just gonna take it on the next 2 pitches.
All right. I'm gonna give you strike 2. Roger, over to you. Name a video game.
Name a video game.
Name a video game that came out in 2023.
What is your name, Bob?
We said Mario Wonders already.
Mm-hmm.
Pikmin.
Yep, Pikmin 4 is on the list.
Pikmin 4, yes.
There you go. Phil, back to you.
Well, the good news is there's only like 52 left to pick from.
There's a little less than that. You guys have done well.
But I don't have any of those 52.
All right, I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3,
Midnight Suns?
2. It's a good guess. Not on the list. That was a December 2022 game.
Damn it.
Roger, open board for you. How many can you get here?
Oh, man. Now you can probably hear a kid crying in the background.
Are they mad that you can't think of more games at the Game Award?
They're like, how could you not know this?
What happened is his wife said, by the way, Roger does have Lego Fortnite. And what you're hearing is the aftermath of that.
I'm going to go with a strike. I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
All right. So total, we've got 9 points for Roger. We have 7 points for Phil, and we have 3 points for Mike. Let me just write that down. Roger 9, Phil 7, Mike 3. And then what I'm going to do is actually show you the whole list of games that you could have said. So here's the list.
Oh my God. How did I not know some of these? Oh my goodness.
It's, there was another Final Fantasy game on there too.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, Sea of Stars, Sonic Superstars.
Oh, Hello Kitty
Survivor.
Island Adventure. Why did I not know that?
How did you not know that one?
I mean, you guys did pretty good. You got 19 out of 63, so I would pat yourselves on the back for a job well done on the first round there.
Diablo 4.
I'm pissed that I didn't
Diablo
get...
4
yeah, there's a bunch of games on here that I haven't played that it's just like, how did I... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next time someone asks, No Man's Sky is always on the list, so you can always say that one.
Good point.
All right, so that's round 1. We're moving on to section 2. In this section of the game, each question is worth 2 points, so lots of time to gather some points before we go into the final round. This one's called Review Rampage. In Review Rampage, this is a brand new category being tested on the first time on your show. So today, user reviews can sometimes be wild. Can you guess the video game from a series of user reviews about the game? I'm going to read 4 user reviews for you, and what I want you to do is guess the game from the user reviews. They'll be more broad, and then they'll sort of get more and more concise and direct as we go. So with that, you can guess after each user review what you think the game is. Buzz in with your name to guess what the game is. I'll tell you where the review comes from. It's either Amazon or Metacritic, and you get 2 points for every correct answer. There are 5 of them.
Do we lose points for wrong guesses?
You do not lose points for wrong guesses, so guess to your heart's content.
All right.
Y'all ready for the first one?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
All right. Here is the first one. This is game number 1, review number 1. I'll read it out there. This is 7 from JRO55. It's a fun little game. Nothing to write home about. Game is challenging enough when going for a high score. Cute graphics.
Phil.
Yep.
Ding Dong XL.
Ding Dong XL is not the correct answer.
Now,
it's a good ass guess.
Quick question: could this be like a game that released like 10 years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
So great question. The screenshot is when the review was written.
But the game could have been from any.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will tell you, this is not a current generation game.
Mm-hmm.
So throw your wildest guesses out there.
Okay, Mike. Let's go Pac-Man.
Pac-Man is not the correct answer. Roger, free guess.
I'm going to say cute graphics, challenging when you're going for a high score. Hello Kitty. Jewel capture. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's not the correct answer, but here is review number 2. This one's 10 out of 10, and it's from Denwer. Wow, reading. Denwer. Tastes differ, but for me, it is one of the best platformers and Wii games which I played in my life. Everything is perfect here, in my opinion. Level designs, music, graphics, and everything else.
Roger.
Okay, Roger.
I'm going to say Mario Galaxy 2.
Good guess, but not the correct answer.
Oh.
So we know it's a Wii game.
Mike?
We know it's a platformer. Yep.
I'm going to go with New Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Good guess, but not the correct answer. All right, so Phil, free guess.
I'm going to go with whatever the Donkey Kong game that came out on the Wii was.
Donkey Kong Country Returns?
Yeah, Returns.
Not the correct answer. All right, so here we're going to move on to our third review.
Before you get to that,
Here
do
it
you
is.
have to read the full review before we can buzz in? Or can we interrupt you?
You can interrupt me and buzz in.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Here's review number 3. 10 out of 10 from Zissel. No need to speedrun this game. Just enjoy the beautiful graphics and level design. This is the kind of platformer that takes things slow. It is pure art. One of the most underrated Wii games around. Tons of fun.
Oh, gosh. Platformer. Oh.
Roger.
Yep.
I would have say Galaxy 1.
Not the correct answer.
Phil.
Yep.
Whatever the Kirby game that came out on the Wii was.
That's Return to Dreamland.
Kirby Yarn. Or Return to Dreamland. Wasn't there Kirby Yarn too?
There's
There was
actually
Kirby's
2 of them.
Yarn.
I'm going with the first one.
Yeah.
What is your answer, Phil?
The first Kirby game that came out on the Wii, because I don't know the
is
name of it.
Return to Dreamland or Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Yes. Return
Which
to Dreamland.
one of the two of those, Phil? Return to Dreamland is not the correct
Damn it.
answer.
Whoa.
Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Do you want to buzz in?
Buzz, Mike. Why am I hitting
Yep.
my desk? Kirby's Epic. What is Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Kirby's Epic Yarn is absolutely
God,
the
I was
correct
so
answer.
on the right page.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
This game's rigged.
Let me read that fourth review. Who said easy was bad? Whoever it was, they were wrong. This is probably my favorite 2D platformer on the Wii. It looks fantastic. Plays perfectly. So great. Seriously, I love Kirby games. Possibly my favorite one. Only complaints I have are small, a little too short. Co-op is
Roger.
amazing. Yep.
Return to Dreamland.
You're wrong.
It's Epic Yarn,
yeah.
remember?
Is that wrong?
It's Epic Yarn.
Was it the... Wait, was it the same one?
I was just going back.
You're just
and
reading the
reading
full
first.
one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
I thought you were reading in the next... I'm sorry. I thought
So
you were
that's
reading the
2
next
points for Mike. We'll run into the second one here. Here is game number 2, review number 1.
By the way,
I
just want to call out Kirby's Epic Yarn is an amazing game. If you have an opportunity to play it, I highly recommend it. I loved that game. Sorry,
I heard it was only a 7.
No, multiple ways to play it too. You can play it on Wii U, on 3DS, and on Wii.
You could play it on 3DS, so I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn on that one.
Ooh, nice.
Here's review number 1 for game number 2 from Doge FTW. I enjoy it. It's fun for my family, and it's fun to be able to play this game with friends. If you like this kind of game, then definitely check this one out.
Phil.
Yep.
Family Feud.
Family Feud is not the correct answer, but good guess.
Mike.
Yeah.
Press your luck on the Wii.
Also good guess. Not the correct answer, though.
Like I even threw the system in there, man. I just threw out wide open Family Feud.
Yep.
Because if he would have said on what system, we'd have known where to go from there.
Roger, free guess.
Roger. Monopoly on the Wii.
Another fantastic guess, but not the right answer. So let's go to review number 2. This one's from Christina McCann. We love this product. Hours of fun for the whole family. We just have to get extra remotes. Yep.
Buzz on the PlayStation 3.
That's a good guess, but it's not the correct answer. Good guess.
Roger.
Yep.
The Island Resort on the Wii.
That's not the correct answer.
Oh.
Phil.
Phil.
Wii Sports. On the PlayStation 4.
Can you be more specific? That's not the correct answer.
More specific than Wii Sports?
Yes. So let's continue with review number 3.
Okay. Mike.
Okay, Mike.
Wii Sports Resort.
Wii Sports Resort is not the correct answer. This is a great game, but the boxing one is hard to figure out. Not sure if it's worth what people are asking for this game nowadays. Phil?
Wii Sports 2?
Wii Sports 2?
Wii Sports Resort is technically
Wii Sports Resort is Wii Sports 2.
Is technically 2, so not the correct
answer.
answer.
Is that why you
Roger,
sided me, Jacob? I liked you all the way up until this point. Then you sided me.
I had to think. That's why I was like, Phil.
Wii Fit. Wii Fit.
Wii Fit is not the correct
what?
answer.
No.
So let me just finish reading this one. Not sure if it's worth people are asking for it nowadays. I paid $35 for a physical copy when it came out. For the price I paid, definitely worth it. Here is the last review. This is for game number 2. Not as good as Resort and the original because the sports are now getting bland and the graphics are mediocre and overused, but the game is still fun and great. Mike.
I'm trying to remember the exact name. Wii Sports U.
Not the correct answer.
Oh.
Roger.
Yep.
We Play.
No. You guys are going to hate me for this. Phil especially.
I already do after you sighed at me last one. Roger lies, you sigh. Mike is the only decent person on this show.
You know why I sighed? Because I was like, is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? I couldn't remember.
4? Well, my bare ass answer is going to be Wii Sports 3. What is Wii Sports 3 called?
Wii Sports 3?
Beats the hell out of me.
Well, there's.
You know what, Phil? Out of love,
no.
and to show
Don't
you that
give
I'm
me
a
the
friend,
pity party. I don't want a pity party. I hate myself enough.
Oh, Wii Sports Club, not Wii Sports
Wii
U.
Sports Club, which technically is the third Wii Sports game. So you know what, Phil? I'm going to give you the 2 points.
Oh,
I would have even taken one of those 2 and been content.
I didn't even know this game existed, to be honest. So,
so there you go.
I didn't have a Wii U. So
that is 2 points for Phil. We have Matt Storm in the chat who just said, "Jacob, did they lock you in the basement and force you to do trivia?" Lol.
Yes, we did.
He's gonna get locked in the basement after his sigh.
Here is game number 3, review number 1. This is the milking process. This is not really a good game. Maybe one of the worst in the series.
Phil.
Yep.
Dairy Farm Simulator 2021.
Roger. Yep. Harvest Moon 64.
Not the correct answer.
Let's see, a game that's been milked to death. Let's go with Guitar Hero World Tour.
Good guess, but not the correct answer. And I will tell you, this is not about literal milking. So just so you not...
That's what I thought.
Oh, well, now I've lost interest.
I'm still buying the game.
Here's review number 2 for you. The game has some redeeming qualities about it, but suffers from the same issues of its predisposes in its clunky gameplay, boring storytelling, slow pacing, and lack of interesting or meaningful things to do outside the main story.
Phil.
At the end of the day, it left me rather underwhelmed with the whole experience, Phil.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
It's on Xbox 360, dude.
Doesn't matter. I had to take my shot.
Not the correct answer. And as Roger pointed out, it is a 360 game.
Doesn't matter. I had to take my shot.
Mike.
Yep.
Let's go with a very underwhelming of the series. Let's go Dead Space 3.
Ooh, great guess. Not the correct answer.
What sucks is
Roger,
I have
free
an actual
guess.
guess too.
I don't know. Resident Evil 2.
Damn.
That shots fired.
No. But
No,
Phil,
it's
because
that-
you
that
made a
shit.
funny joke and because I sided you, I'm going to let you say the guess you had.
No, don't. Just move on to the next one. It's okay.
All right, here we go. I'm just trying to earn his trust back and his love back. Here's review number 3 from Hydrophobic Fish. Bland and forgettable sequel. It experimented with interesting things, but few of them work. Settled locations lack verticality, and the new forest locations are not enough to make up
Phil.
for it. Story is okay, Phil.
Lost Planet 3.
Lost Planet 3 is a great guess, but not the correct answer. I'll finish reading. Story is meandering and characters do not stand out. Intro bait and switch is very interesting, but it goes on way too long, and the homestead has promise, but isn't worth the rest of it.
Oh, man.
You know
No, but I think I might. Nope, I don't.
Mike Roger. Free guess. 5 out of 10.
I didn't guess yet. No, I don't know. Lost Planet 2.
That was still all on ice.
Not the correct answer. It is not a Lost Planet game. Just so Roger doesn't say Lost Planet 1.
Yeah, exactly. So it's an Xbox 360 game, and it's a sequel.
And just to let you guys know, it's not necessarily only a 360 game. It could be on other systems as well.
Gotcha.
Sure. I'm gonna say the Fallout New Vegas.
That's a great guess, but that's not the right
Fallout
answer.
76 was my guess, or Fallout. Never mind.
Fallout 76 is not a Fallout
Yeah, because
game.
they had the homesteading in that where you had to build your own base, which is why I thought that, and it was like, nope, that wasn't 360.
All right, you guys ready for the last review?
Yes. Is it the name of the game?
Here.
Because that would really help.
It's pretty close. For me, blank just didn't do it. The story was all right, and protagonist Connor felt bland. The one really good thing about this game was the introduction of Heathman Kenway as the antagonist. For me, blank just didn't do it. The story was all right, and the protagonist Connor felt bland. The one really good thing about this game was the introduction of Hatham Kenway as the antagonist.
Phil.
Yep.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
That's not the correct answer.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Roger.
Yep.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Assassin's Creed 3 is absolutely the correct answer.
Yes!
That's why Phil's so mad, because it was a 50-50, right?
Yep, it was too.
All right,
yeah.
Roger, 2 points for you.
Wait, don't I get a guess? I'm gonna go with Bionic Commando.
Good, very good. You guys ready for the fourth one?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, here it is. First review. 10 out of 10 from Evan Honkers. Just play it. Go ahead. I insist. You have nothing to lose. Time will be well spent.
Wow, that's as of just a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Time will be well spent.
Roger.
Yep.
Super Mario Wonders.
Not the correct answer.
No.
But I'll tell you guys this. This is a game that you can play on the Switch.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Mike, we'll go with Sonic Superstars.
Good guess. Not the right answer.
Damn it, Mike. I don't remember the name of the game.
The date is the date of the review, not necessarily the date of the release of the game.
Phil. Block Knockers.
No. Here's review number 2.
That is a game on the Switch.
7 out of 10. Blimpy Pebbles, an interesting Metroidvania with nice visuals, stellar music, and tight controls, marred by unnecessary difficulty.
Mike.
Yep.
We'll go with Metroid Dread.
Good guess, but not the right answer.
Phil.
Yes.
Mummy Demastered.
Ooh.
Also another good guess. Not the right answer. Keep naming Metroidvanias. It is one of those for sure.
That can be played on the Switch.
We got 63 of them to choose from.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we named 9.
Yeah.
Metrovania on a Switch. I guess Roger. Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight is the right answer.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's right. Extremely difficult.
Wow. Okay. The really, is it that difficult? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's really. Oh yeah, it's hard.
My next guess was going to
So
be
I had the next two
Guacamelee.
reviews.
I was gonna say
That would have been a good guess too.
That's a good one too.
Review 3 was revolutionary game indeed. Played many times, never stopped to amaze me. One of the best Metrovanias out there. And the last one was, what a game. The vast deep world of Hollow Nest is absolutely incredible. I'm still surprised because the effort on the Nintendo version, 60 FPS, no problem. Lore is astonishing. Really good 2D platform game. So there you go.
Nice.
Roger, 2 more points for you. Well done.
This is really the first time you've actually ran this segment before?
Yes.
Super good.
It's a good segment.
Thank
I
you.
like
Yeah,
it.
it is really cool. Yeah.
I can't wait till I go in and like the Amazon reviews that are like even wilder. To be like, I didn't get my product.
My box came damaged.
Yeah.
We'll never get to play it.
You guys ready for the last one?
Sure are.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Review number 1. Absolute atrocity. 1 out of 10 from
Phil.
GT Ready. Phil.
Phil, say it. Say it, Phil.
What?
We know.
Tears of the
You know you want to say it.
Tears. It's
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, man. There's not a doubt about it. It's definitely Tears of the Kingdom. And if it's not, it's the one before it that sucked just as much.
It is neither.
Mike.
Yup.
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2 does suck. I'd give it a 1 as well and call it an absolute atrocity.
Roger.
Yep.
MLB The Show.
Starfield.
Ooh, Starfield. Not the right answer.
No. Oh, wow.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Here it is. This is the most bugged game I saw for 10 years. There is no chance you will complete even onboarding without lagging, texture dropping, or stucking without a possibility to avoid a critical bug. Please do not buy this hell. Yep.
Green Hell.
No.
Bucky mess. Mike.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a good answer.
No shit, Mike.
That's
Way to go,
it.
dude.
Oh my goodness. That is a really that fits that perfectly, actually.
Yeah.
Even the wording was perfect. in that
So the
review.
next review is an absolutely ugly mess. Take your money and throw it out the window. At least you'll get some crisp graphics for a moment. And then this is awful, so ugly and badly made. It's better than the Rings of Power, though.
Oh.
So well done, Mike. That's 2 points for
Thank you.
All right, so we're moving on to our third round here. This is called the bargain bin. You're going to need your pen and paper for this one. What I've done is I pulled current prices for 5 video games with the help of pricecharting.com. And what I need you to tell me is what you think the price of that video game is. Whoever's closest to the score, to the price will win. If there's a tie, whoever's under will win. So Price is Right rules, but only to break ties. Each game's worth 2 points. Use your whiteboard, paper, pen to write down an answer, and you'll all show at the same time. And just to know, these are based on eBay prices. Okay. So the average of eBay prices in January of 2024, prices were captured in US dollars.
Okay.
All right.
Prices?
Yes, Mike.
Prices are sold.
That's a great thing. Sold.
Okay.
This is based on sold eBay listings. And our first one is Lord of the Rings Gollum. This is complete, so it's used with disc and box. All right. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see your prices. So Roger says, is that 45?
No, 95.
95. Phil says $13, and Mike says 25.
Roger, yours
This is 95 cents.
95
cents. 95 cents.
95 cents. Okay, I was like, $95? It wasn't even like that.
No, 95 cents.
All right, so 95 cents from Roger, $25 from Mike, and $13 for
I
Phil.
basically played the
correct
midway
answer
point between
here
your guys' prices.
That was good.
Is
That was good.
$17.50. So that means Phil at $13, you're closest. So that's
Nice.
2 more points for Phil.
Nice
All right.
job. Nice
We've
job,
got
Phil.
5. So here's number 2. We're sticking with Lord of the Rings, and we're doing Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers on PS2.
Ooh.
And again, this is a complete copy, disc, manual, and box.
Mm.
Okay, we've all got our answers, so let's show them. So I'll read them out for audio. Mike said $19. Phil said $7.56. And Roger is at $35 or 35 cents?
$35. $35 this time.
$35. Okay. So 35 from Roger, 19 from Mike, and 7.56 from Phil. The correct answer here for a PS2 copy of Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers is $8.75. Phil again for 2 big points.
One of us hangs out on eBay a lot. I'm not going to say which one of us it is.
So we're going to stick with the movie theme. And we're going to do another movie-related game. This one is Aliens Infestation for the Nintendo DS. Has anyone here played this one?
No.
It's
I've
hard.
never even heard of this
It
one.
is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way forward
Because it's
game,
got
too.
permadeath in it, right?
What's that? Yeah, permadeath. Yep.
Yeah, and it is a way forward title, yes. All right. Everybody's got their prices?
Yep.
All right. Roger's changing his. Last minute. All right, here we go. Show him. Roger, that's $18.
Yes, it is.
From Mike, that's $60.
Mike and I are both at 60.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Great minds think alike. Aliens Infestation from the Nintendo DS complete cart manual box. $77.89. So I'm going to give 2 points to both Phil and Mike because they guessed the same answer.
Nice job.
All right. We're again sticking with the movie theme for this bargain bin segment. Peter Jackson's King Kong for the 360. Y'all remember this one and its 1,000 easy gamer score?
Yep.
It was a great game.
Mm-hmm. Surprisingly good. Phil just coming out with those answers. He's like, I know. All right, let's see him. So Roger says $30. Mike says $12, and Phil says $5. Would you be surprised if this one is a very expensive $49.93?
Wow.
So Roger, that's 2 big points for you.
Man, I should sell my copy.
We've got 1 game left in this category. It is also a 360 game that used the Xbox Vision camera. You're in the movies.
God.
Doesn't include.
This is like an iToy game. Does not include the camera, just the game. That's a great question, Mike.
Roger, it sounds like my bed at your house.
Wait, you know what? Wait, your bed at his house? What is your bed doing at his house?
I have so many
I don't
questions.
know. All right. Oh, wait. I was also showing the numbers. Sorry.
No, you're good. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So from Roger, $6. From Mike, 7 cents. From Phil, $46. The right answer on this one is $4.68. Roger, another 2 points.
My decimal was off.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, hey, we're going to check the score. We're almost at the end here for mini video game trivia. So let me just quickly do the points, do the math here. Usually I have a scorekeeper because I'm bad at math, but today I'm doing my own math.
Remember,
14,
5
17.
points for me inviting you onto the show.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like
the
you're gonna
bonuses,
need
right.
those points.
Yeah.
It's like Mario Party. Everybody hates it.
Exactly. Those bonus points.
All right.
Bonus
I have
thing.
the scores here. So in third place with 9 big points is Mike.
Those are a solid 9 points, Mike.
I do
In
like that
second
number.
place with 15 points is Phil.
Ooh.
And in first with 17 big points is Roger. So
yes,
make sure to write those down because you're going to need to know those points for this final round.
Okay.
So I'll repeat them.
What did you say? 17?
Roger had 17 points. Phil, you had 15, and Mike, you had 9. You will need them for the bonus round. In the bonus round, it's basically Final Jeopardy. One question, bet as much as you want. What I want you to do is on your little piece of paper or on your whiteboard, if you could split it in two, your wager will go on the bottom and your answer will go on the top. So I will give you the category for what the last question's about. You'll make your wager, and then I'll read the question. You'll have 1 minute. If you could play the music, Roger, that'd be great because it's 1 minute long. Or I can just hum along too. We can do that too. If you get it right, you will get that many points as you wager, and if you get it wrong, then you will lose that many points.
Mike's already got his wager and his answer and has no idea what the category is. He's just all dialed in.
Not playing. I am so sorry.
No, it's all good. I will just I'll set a timer and let you guys know how you're doing. So, if you could set your wagers after I read the category for this is video games in the 2000s.
Is that 2000 to current or just 2000 to 2009?
It's 2000 to 2009.
Okay.
So, a 10-year window at least. So again, Roger, 17, Phil, 15, Mike, 9. Once you've made your wagers, let me know. Give me a thumbs up when you have your wagers in. All right, all the wagers are in. So, and there's my thumbs up right there. Look at that.
Now, if only fireworks would have happened too.
Maybe they'll happen. Yeah. There's still time. So I'll read the question twice, and then you guys will have 1 minute to answer the question. So good luck. Here we go. Xbox Live launched in November 2002 with online play for 2 titles. Name both titles. I will read it one more time. Xbox Live launched in November 2002 with online play for 2 titles. Name both titles. Your time starts now. Bow, bow, now, bow, bow, now, bow, now, now, bow, don't, bow, 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 now, bow, bow, now, down, on.
See, Roger, we need Jacob around more often because I bet if I'd say hit my music, he'd hit my music.
Do. That's a wrestling thing. That's like, are you a wrestling fan, Phil?
The wrestling fan.
Hit my music.
And Roger never does it when
30 seconds. I would hit your music for you.
This is what I'm talking about. Jacob, you've been promoted to head of talent relations.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
You get paid as much as I do.
You get paid in laughs.
If it's like podcasting, is that dollars or is that funny money?
It's neither, honestly.
10 seconds.
Roger, you can't even say that. I brought you to tears more than once.
That's true.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. I'll read the question one more time. Xbox Live launched in November 2002 with online play for 2 titles. Name both titles. We'll start with Mike. What is your answer? What is your wager?
So I guessed Crimson Skies and Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Well, good answers.
What is your wager?
Suck it, Trebek.
Good. Okay. So is that 9 or 0? 9. All right, 9. We're going to go now to Phil. Phil, you had 15 points. What is your answer and what is your wager? R.I.P. Alex.
Mike got me there. My wager is 14.
Uh-huh.
And my answer is Halo and Fusion Frenzy.
Ooh, nice.
Good guesses. And Roger.
My wager is where am I? 3 points. 3 points. I'm playing conservatively.
Mm-hmm.
And I said Halo and Pac-Man Arcade.
These are all wonderful guesses.
Damn it, Mike! I'm dead. I got tears in my eyes right now.
Our answers for the final question, the 2 launch titles for Xbox Live on the original Xbox are Unreal Championship, and Mech Assault.
Oh, wow.
So, our final tally for points this evening, with 0 points, in third place is Mike. In second place, with 1 point, is Phil. And with 14 big smackers, Roger is the winner.
Damn it, if I had
of
zero
video
wagers, I
trivia.
still could have had this.
Wait, does that
No,
mean
Roger, it doesn't.
I take Gamerheads back? I won Gamerheads back. It's mine again.
There was no wager.
Roger, congratulations. What is your victory speech for today?
My victory speech is, I don't know a lot about video games, and that's why I have a podcast about video games. So continue to listen to us and listen to Jacob, because he actually knows more about video games than we do, and he's got a lot of shows. So I just want to thank Jacob so much for allowing us to have fun, and this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much,
Roger. You know that
awesome.
the more podcasts you have, the less you actually know about games, right?
You don't have any time to play them.
That's
there
right.
it is. Phil
That's
knows.
true. That's true. But no, Jacob, thank you so much. This was so much fun.
good.
This was so much fun.
Still crying.
Yeah, this was really good. Oh my gosh. That
I
was
hear
so
Tears
good.
of the Kingdom is a bad game.
Tears of Phil is an awesome game. It's way better than Tears of the Kingdom. My tears go for more on eBay as well.
Oh man. Well that does it for our show. Before we wrap it up and head out, why don't we tell the fine people how they can follow us on social media? Jacob, I'll start with you. Where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere at Jacob McCourt on all social, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. You'll find me, JACOBMCCOURT. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, how can people follow you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at PezGuyMike, and that's it. That's all I do.
And Phil, how can people follow you?
You can find me at the letter BNow23 on Twitter.
And listeners, you can follow us on Twitter.
I just wasn't expecting
to follow us
Mike
on Twitter.
just dropped it, and it was dope.
You can follow us on Twitter at Gamerheads Pod. You can follow me at Nintendo Raj. You can go to our website as well at gamerheadspodcast.com, where you can hear this show along with other shows and read reviews and other fun things. Jacob, again, thank you so much for joining us. This was a blast, and it was so much fun. And I hope that I hope you come back and we can do this again, because this would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, look, we're taking video game trivia on the road, so maybe you'll see me again here or at a PAX near you. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited. Thank you so much. Mike, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Suck it, Trebek.
Phil, thank you so much for joining us.
I'll fill in for Phil. Always.
You need more nasal, man. You need more nasal.
Listeners, thank you so much for giving us a listen. If you like what you hear, leave us a review. We want to hear what you have to say about the show. Follow Jacob. I'll leave all the links to all his shows in our show notes. So make sure you give him a follow and leave reviews there as well. Until next week, everybody, stay safe and game on. Bye.
So long.
Take care.